We've hit the halfway mark. We'll be going live in 5 minutes. One minute left. In just 60 short seconds, we will be live to answer any and all Amazon questions your heart has ever desired the answer to.
Guy podcast. Steve Pope, your host.
Tom Fitzgibbons.
We got Faith and Marissa on the other side of the house right now. Super excited to talk to all you guys. So we are live from the Mag Summit. We have over 35 Magzonians, if you will, live today at the Pope residence, where we are hosting everybody to come in. So what we're going to do for today's show, Thomas is going to host it. Thomas is going to answer the questions like normal. But Faith is going to go around and we're going to pepper in some of our own employees talking about what it's like to work at Mag. We lost them. They might be back, hopefully. That's the benefits of a live show. Yeah. So they're going to come around. They're coming back. We see them. We're going to hit add back to the stage. Yeah. There you are.
Thank you.
So we're going to first start out. We got Faith on the show, our common podcast guests. So Marissa and Faith, what I want you guys to do is to go around to guests of our summit today and ask them questions. And questions could be something like, what's it like to work at Mag? And, you know, why are you here? And where do you want to go from here? And all kinds of growth-oriented questions. Just to have a good time. And then Thomas is going to answer our live Q&A, and hopefully they don't disconnect left and right up for the show today. We'll see what happens. Faith, if that keeps happening, disconnect Wi-Fi. All right. So we got lots of people watching. Brandon saying howdy, welcome. We got good morning from Touchstone.
Good morning.
With that, I'm going to turn it over to Thomas here. Awesome. And I'm going to go out and probably talk to people too.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm not as bald as Steven, but we're going to make it work today. Awesome.
No, you look good there.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's see some welcome messages.
John,
Touchstone. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Welcome.
All right. And then
we got a member question here.
Oh.
Nikki, I might stop selling in the USA completely. But the product's doing good in other marketplaces. What if I stop selling in USA for, let's say, 10 months and then try to come back with the same ASIN? So what you're going to be losing here, Mickey, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, your listing is going to be not selling. It's going to be losing that sales velocity. I would hope you remove all of your stock, but hey, Marissa, what do we know what happens when you have a listing that is just not selling for an and they are gone. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and take this one. So what you're going to be losing here, Mickey, is you're going to lose all of your sales velocity if you stop selling here in the USA. It surprises me, first off, to see that you have sales doing better in other marketplaces. Typically, from what we see here at My Amazon Guy, is USA is the top selling marketplace. It is where you would be generating most of your sales. So in and out team, awesome.
Yeah, I switched the data, but it's not agreeing.
It's a little choppy. This is what we get with a live show, though. We're going to make it work. Mickey, you're going to lose all your sales velocity. It's going to be harder to rebuild your BSR and your ranking when you relaunch in the USA. And again, with kind of what you mentioned with the other marketplaces, I would keep giving USA a shot for sure. Don't give up on it. It has the highest amount of traffic and sales volume.
Never give up.
Never give up.
Never what?
Never back down.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. Thank you, Mickey. Let's get to another member question and we'll start at the top here. Hey, everyone. Is there some clear list of all terms that are flagged for listing copy in product packaging use? I have a client whose product package verbiage got flagged. Can this word be in the SEO? So Karen, what you are going to see here, and again, without knowing that full list of that specific term that is causing the flag. Sorry, guys, we have people coming in and out here. Typically, if you have a term that is on your product packaging, it's been directly flagged for taking down your listing. That's going to be something that can also happen in the back end of your SEO here. So with prohibited terms, there is a long, never-ending list of terms you can and cannot say on your listing. Most of it comes to unsupported, unsubstantiated claims on your listing. Curing diseases, for an example, is an extreme example, but highly applicable here. So for prohibited terms, it's going to come down to making sure that they aren't on your product packaging. They are not in your titles and bullets. And where we even see this go a step further, team, is even in the back end of alt text for A+ content, even on the listing content, the copy for your A+ content. So anywhere in your listing, whether it's in or in the front end, it can cause that yank using those prohibited keywords.
We are now. No, we're back.
Hello, guys. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for being patient with
Awesome.
us.
No, yeah, you guys going to be on for a minute? You want to take the next one?
Yeah, let's do the next one. And then
Okay.
also
All right,
see
we're
if anyone wants to answer the next
Yeah,
one.
we can have a guess. We have our.
What
it's
is
a different question.
what is needed to get approval to sell wine? Here's an example ASIN sold by a merchant. Let's go ahead and pull that up.
Good question.
That's a good question.
Steven, what's needed to get approved to sell wine on Amazon?
I actually don't know the answer to that question. So I sell wine glasses. That's easy. But alcohol, you might as well try and get it at Costco at that point.
Yeah, no kidding. From what I know, you can't sell.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even try, to be honest. But if you already are selling alcohol, I would reach out to Amazon and just see what you can do. Probably show up at Unboxed over in New York this coming month, and see if you can meet with a product manager. That's the only way that's going to work. No way you can do this manually without getting special invite.
Perfect.
Great.
Yeah, no,
That is a
I
good
wasn't sure of
answer.
any way
My
to.
only other contribution would be maybe just, you can't use the word wine on your listing at all. So if you're just marketing it kind of as a liquid, right? Because I know that for wine glasses and stuff like that, even if it's not an alcoholic product, you still can't have those keywords on your listing itself. Yep.
And even just searching something like wine, you're not going to find any listings here, right? You're going to get the wooden wine boxes. That's interesting, Touchstone. I wish I could pull up your ASIN. I tried searching it, and it ended up coming back with an error. I couldn't find that ASIN. So typically, from what I know, you can't just distribute alcohol on Amazon.com. But like Steven mentioned, maybe you reach out to seller support, see maybe it's a special program you can get invited to. But again, I typically don't see any alcohol listings on Amazon. Mostly prohibited from what we see. Okay, let's keep going. We got Ali. Hey, my Amazon guy. I hope you are all good. I'm doing private label in the UK. This is my ASIN. Can you check and suggest me good points or bad points? Team, we're going to do an ASIN review here. You guys ready?
Woo! ASIN review right here. Are you pulling it up?
Yeah.
Joe's pulling it up.
B0.
In real time.
Yes.
ARL, IRL.
W6H. Bear with me, team. Let's see what we got here. Okay. What are we seeing here, team? Can you guys see it fine? All right, Ali, I'll go ahead and take this. It's getting a little loud in the back end with the girls. Okay, so we have. You guys are just cutting in and out a tad bit. Okay, I think you're on mute now. You're good. Awesome. So, trenders, it looks like you do. First thing I notice here, Ali, is you do not have that brand registered. You are doing this private label, which would mean to me that Trenders is your brand name. I would for sure take a stab at getting that brand registered. You're going to get a ton of additional benefits here that you're not going to see on your listing here, like A+ content, replacing your product description, like your brand story, additional SEO benefits there with the crawlable text on the A+ content and the alt text behind the brand story and your alt text, your A+ images as well. So we have your water bottle here, 750 milliliters, BPA free, sports water bottle with time markings, drinks bottle, leak proof, motivational gym water bottles with strap, one click open. Okay, so Ali, one thing I'm seeing with your title here is a lot of repetitive keywords. If we just did a quick Control F and we look at water bottle, you're using the same term here, the same phrase 3 different times in your title. While what we're seeing here is you do have a well built out title. It looks like it's utilizing all of your character count here for your title. Typically, 200 characters per title, category dependent, depending on what category you're in. But what we're seeing here, come on, John, we need you. We're doing an ASIN review.
John showing up in the office.
We have Joe here as well.
Yeah. Awesome. I want to see what.
We're gonna ask Joe what it's like to work at MAG right now, and here you go. What's it like to work at MAG?
What it's like, it is very fast paced and there's a lot going on. So
A lot going on.
I mean, it really is, right?
A lot going on.
We meet people from like everywhere. We meet like brands from everywhere.
Not today.
It gets pretty hectic. It's a lot of fun.
We're having lunch right now at the Magzonian Summit. So, all right, let's go to the next person.
Thank you, Joseph.
Walking.
We'll stay with her. She can stay sitting. So Tanya's a brand manager at MAG, and she also owns her own brand. Tanya, what's it like to work at MAG?
Oh my God. It's like waking up and, no, you know what it's like? And I say this all the time. It's like being at Disney for an Amazon owner. Everywhere you go, there's information, there's a training, there's something going on, like anything you could possibly want to know. It's Disneyland for Amazon.
All right, good job.
Good answer.
Going over here. What's it like to work at MAG?
Your 30
Ooh,
seconds.
that's a good question. So what it's like, it's very fast paced. There's a lot going on all at once, and there's just like you're surrounded by a ton of people that know what they're doing. They're very motivated and just performing on a whole nother level. It's amazing to be a part of.
All right,
Can you guys stop opening up the crypt or whatever you're doing? It's super loud over there. We're trying to enjoy the interview.
I'm so sorry.
Well, thank you, Ron, Tanya, and Joseph.
One more.
Yep, one more, and then we'll get back to the questions here.
well, as is I don't know.
Hi, Zach.
Hey,
Back.
What's it like working at my Amazon guy?
It's fun. It's fun. A lot more than meets the eye when it comes to Amazon in general. And nobody does it quite like us. Like, we have standardized processes. And I mean, the way we do it, we keep PPC manual when it comes to SEO. I don't think any other agency does it quite like us. So other than that, working at MAG, it's awesome.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Marissa.
All right,
And thank
one
you,
more
everyone.
shot of everybody before. Everybody say hi. Everybody say hi.
Say MAG. 1, 2, 3, MAG.
Okay.
Thank you, Marissa, and thank you, everyone. So again, maybe for those who have tuned in late, we are doing our first ever MAG Summit at Stephen Pope's house. We have John Aspinall live in the building here.
Hi.
With that, we also have about 25 plus other team members here, brand managers, account directors. For the first time ever, we have gotten everyone in one place. We've been doing a ton of fun things that Stephen has set up during this time. We've done some frisbee golfing. We've done some hot tubbing, some pool jumping, some bonfires last night, s'mores. We, for the first time, have had everyone here in one place, or at least as many as possible, with 32 different brand managers and account directors here. And it's been quite a ride. So that was the whole purpose of having, again, Marissa and Faith kind of do some live interviews here. But Ali, I want to make sure we can get back to your ASIN review, and thank you for your patience here. So the first thing I'm seeing on your title is you are using water bottle, the same term 3 different times here. While you do have a well built out title, utilizing all your character counts, repetitive keywords here. What I would do is if I was you, Ali, is I would go ahead, first off, find some of your top competitors, do Cerebro, reverse ASIN lookup. Thank you, Marissa and Faith, for joining. You want to find maybe 3 to 5 of your highly applicable high search volume keywords, ones that you're not currently utilizing in your title. And you need to think about this from the search perspective. Let's go ahead and search sports water bottle. That was a keyword we saw used in your title. You only have maybe 80 to 100 characters inside of that search results when you show up on Amazon search here. So what you want to do here, Ali, instead of utilizing the same keyword, the same term 3 different times in your title, diversify, utilize SQP, find those highly applicable high search volume keywords, as well as competitor scraping keywords using Cerebro. You're going to find a couple more terms, a couple more variations that you want to utilize in your title. And I've talked enough. Team, what else do we have here? We're doing an ASIN review for Ali.
So do you have my favorite Google Chrome extension? My guess is probably not, but maybe.
Well, we're on Steven's computer right now.
I think he has it.
We're-
Alt text viewer? No.
No.
No? Can you grab it real quick? Do you have it?
Hey.
Hey.
Look at that. My influence. Somebody listens to me around here.
All right, go deeper, Marissa.
All right, let's look at the A+ content.
Well, what are we seeing here with the brand? This is the first thing I mentioned. You guys were a little loud downstairs, but we're also seeing. Yeah, I'm getting feisty over here.
No, I'm trying to run a podcast, girls. Be quiet.
What do we see here with the brand name, team? Generic. There is no brand registry. And so what Ali had mentioned is he is doing private label. I would assume that Trender's here. Now let me get out of this alt text viewer. There we go. Awesome. So Ali, you're going to want to get brand registered. That is the main benefit or the main point here on the ASIN review that you are missing. A+ content, brand story, crawlable text, alt text. So much more opportunity for SEO and growing your indexed keyword count.
Tom, tell me, do emojis track for SEO at all?
No. Typically, what they can even do is Amazon's been pretty lenient about this in the last couple of years, but I have seen listings get taken down using emojis. If you were to look deep in the Seller Central help page, it's something you're not supposed to be technically doing. Granted, a lot of sellers do, a lot of listings do. It's one of those things that there's probably just too much going on here for Amazon to catch every seller doing this. I typically don't see any additional benefit to the emojis. I think it can almost come off a little...
maybe. Well, they're also not compatible for like every OS system.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to be the same necessarily for like Android versus Apple and that.
I want to know what John thinks about this main image.
It's okay. You don't have the word water bottle that's legible. It's on the water. Yeah, I can't really see that. I see
same right there too.
I see trenders more than I see the word water bottle. Why your water bottle and not the thousands else that are out there? What makes your water bottle different? When you put a mint next to an ice cube, it makes me think of mint flavored things. So I would remove the mint.
Yeah.
And this sandwich is great, by the way.
Could we do like a water splash in the background or something like that?
That's a great idea.
I like that.
Yeah.
Let's maybe.
How many ounces? Wait, go back. How many ounces is the water bottle? You don't make it clear.
We got milliliters.
On the image, it's not clear how big the water bottle is.
Yeah.
27 ounces we have to zoom.
Ali, you're going to be able to run with a lot of that feedback and help improve this listing for conversion and CTR. Let's go ahead and go to the next question here. Bees Canteen. Why are my .ca and .com listing pictures linked? When I update .com, it also does the same to .ca.
I'm thinking NARF. Yeah.
Yep.
NARF.
Yep.
So if you have NARF enabled, USA, Canada, and Mexico are all going to be connected. Whereas if you didn't have NARF and you had each individual marketplace, they could be different, and you could do Mexico in Spanish.
Isn't there also a setting in Build International Listings where you can just unlink that?
I think you can.
So it could be NARF. The NARF would be my first guess here, but
probably because it enrolls you automatically, but there probably is a manual way to disconnect that.
Amazon.ca, Amazon.com, product exclusions, edit connection. Yeah, so you can list those listings separately on .com, .ca, .mx, but through this Build International Listings, if I'm correct.
Sorry, I was just.
Oh, you're good. If I'm correct, you are going to want to toggle off this connection here. That way, I'm trying to see if I can just quickly find this. Yep. That way you still have your listings on .ca. They would still be there if you had listed those separately. And again, like you mentioned, Beast Canteen, they are already there. But then you're going to be able to turn off that linking, right? That would be a place I would look. And also, yeah, NARF is probably a good reason as well. Brandon, howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy,
Brandon.
Awesome. We already got to, let's keep rolling here, team. How do you create a listing under a brand name if you do not have a brand registry yet? and do not want to wait. Is it enough to include the name in a flat file? Any additional information required? This is a great question.
Yeah, so without brand registry, it's just going to reject it anyway for a copyright. So I know you don't want to wait, but patience is going to be key here, because otherwise you're going to have to list it under a generic name, and then it's going to be a hassle to get that changed over once you do get brand registry.
You also don't have to have a fully fleshed out trademark
Correct.
to register for brand registry. You only have to have a serial number with USPTO to get the ball rolling there.
Yep.
And brand registry, I've seen some even be approved in like 3 to 5 days.
Yeah,
Yep.
like it does not take long in some cases.
All you need is a pending trademark
Correct.
to submit brand registry. And once you get approval there, you will be able to reap all of the benefits that brand registry offers. And we can kind of just quickly go through that right now. First off, what you're going to get, and let's just use our handy dandy Seller Central hamburger menu here. You're going to be able to get A+ content. You're going to be able to utilize programs like Vine. You are going to be able to get tons of data and information inside of the brand analytics, customer reviews, customer engagement campaigns, virtual bundles, brand referral bonus, unique advertising campaign types, sponsored brands. Get those nice big banner ads that we always see at the top of Amazon, just like this, and maybe a sponsored brand video ad. You only get that if your brand is registered on Amazon. So Touchstone, you don't want to wait. And really the reality is you don't have to wait too much. Get that paid trademark pending, and you are going to be able to enroll inside a brand registry. Great question, Touchstone. Very great question. We already went through Mickey's question here, starting with member questions.
Touchstone.
Oh, how do you change the primary user's email address?
Yeah, I think you can just go into account settings.
I'm not going to do that on Age of Sage
Yeah.
here.
What if it's like are they asking about like an admin? Because I don't know if you can change an admin, but you can change like.
Stop sharing your screen for a second and let's just see what it looks like. Yeah.
So from what
here I am.
I know, team, and we are in the main admin email here. You guys are not seeing our screen, just some of the data that we cannot show. From what I remember, I'm not sure that you can. I mean, maybe you can open a case. The only other thing,
what about
no, this is the main account. This is the main admin email. No. No. Touchstone, we may be a little off here. It might be smart to reach out to Seller Central support here, but from what I know and from what I remember, I mean, maybe you can ticket and try this and just ask that general question, and you might have to ask it a couple times, knowing how seller support is. I don't think that's something that you can do. Maybe you can get it transferred through Seller Central case management.
I wonder if there's like a backwards way to do it where you add the email that you want to be the primary email
and then you
transfer.
Yeah.
I also don't know because I know
what about
some sellers have to do
the
like
setting that
ID
says business address and phone number? I don't know why it would be under there.
No.
You can add.
No. So, well, what I've seen in an account before is I've actually hopped into an account and the main admin user was like deleted. It was gone. And I think that was because they had transferred it and the transfer didn't go through, and then they removed the old user. I do believe it might be possible through case management, or like I believe Faith said, add the email you want, and then maybe that's where you can start a case and ask if that main admin permission can be transferred. Hey, guest answer, Fran. We're a little stumped here.
Come here, Francisco.
Can you change your primary account email address?
Yes.
Can you?
Case management?
Yes.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
we got on base there. All right. Thanks for confirming, Francisco. Awesome. All right, Touchstone, that's going to be the place to get started then. Add that email you want to, open a case, and ideally, Seller Central support is going to be able to help you there.
Ideally.
If they're feeling helpful that day.
If they're feeling helpful that
If
day.
you get someone who is passionate about their
In a
job.
good mood. Yeah.
Okay. Gregor. Hello, guys. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you too, Gregor. I try to create an SB video, but I can't find my product under my brand's product. I only can find it in all Amazon products. Why is this happening? I have an idea here. What do you guys think, team? So he's trying to create a sponsored brand video campaign. Nope. But he's not able to find his specific listing. That's going to be my first thought. So Gregor, my first thought here is that you need to check your brand name in the back end of that listing. My thought here is that maybe it is correct. Maybe that brand name is incorrect, but Amazon is not linking that together with
brand node thing.
Yep.
Yep.
So again, something that can be mitigated through case management, and that might come better from the brand registry portal itself using the ticketing system there. But that is going to be the most likely cause here, Gregor. Amazon's not recognizing that that product has your registered brand name in it. So 2 steps here, double check, make sure it is using your brand registered name. And if it is, it's missing the link. And that's where you're going to have to go to cases on that.
Yeah. I'd be curious too. Like, I would think you wouldn't be able to add it to like A+ or like.
Yeah, yeah,
have
and
any
it'll be
of
like,
the
we don't
other-
recognize this as a part
Yeah,
of your
yeah.
brand.
Yeah.
Brand store,
Yeah.
like if it, just still links.
So if you get the same error with brand store, you know for sure that's what the issue is.
Yep. 100%. Rough liners.
Rough liners.
Welcome back.
We love
Welcome
to see
back.
them.
They were on my podcast on Tuesday too. Welcome.
We see rough liners every Friday as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Always
yeah, we should
promotes our
bring Brent
SMU
up
library.
here.
Yeah. Good. Oh,
We should
you want to
get
go get
Brent.
Brent?
Yeah, I'll go get Brent.
Let's let rough liners. We're gonna come back to this question. We're gonna let your
feet, lose your seat.
we're gonna let Brent Hopkins come in and answer this question for you. So he's coming. Face going to get him, and we will come back to that. Ashley, hello, hi Ashley, welcome. Can I get a job for Mag? Segue. Marissa, what's the answer to this question?
No, we stopped hiring.
That's not true. We're always hiring. Don't listen to John.
Oh, John. Ashley, yes, of course. We would love to have you on the team. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Ryan, can you drop a link to our careers page, please? Do the banner.
Yep.
Ryan always has the banner unlocked. Thank you.
Thanks,
I'm also going to show you, Ashley, what we have going on here. Let's go to careers, apply here. We're hiring. So Ashley, depending on your experience, we have so many open positions here. If you are an avid Seller Central user, maybe you manage your own brand and you are selling your own products, there might be an opportunity for you to join our brand management team. Maybe you want to take your first step at learning Amazon and Seller Central. Maybe you've tuned in on our podcast and you don't have a ton of experience inside that. That's okay. We are the #1 knowledge and resource Amazon company in the world, I would say. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
So Ashley, go ahead and check out our careers page. We would love to have you. And hopefully maybe in the next month or two, we see you here soon.
We've sourced another My Amazon guy. We can start
We've sourced another
Brent.
Amazon guy.
We got rough liners here. What do we think about this one?
Should I parent my XL version of my product with the medium and large version? Hi, Brandon, by the way. I feel like the XL is too different from the M&L product, and all listings are top 50. Why and why not? So I think the advantage there is if you have them in separate parents, you do kind of have them taken up, like the kind of how we see here. You're kind of taking up the whole top line. And eventually you'll kind of have the XL and medium and large running together. But I would still say the advantage there is even though they do have separate targets, so the extra large is more for extended crew cab, things like that. I would prefer them, I think, on the same listing, because what my concern is some of those people, your large is better ranked. Some of those people might go to the large first, look for something for the extended crew cab, and then they can't find it. We have it in the comparison chart. We have it in the brand story, so there are other ways to get to it. But every customer is different. They won't always look in the right places.
Well, and Brent, just you knowing rough liners like you do, is this the XL listing we're talking about here?
That's the one.
Yeah.
So that's the one that just newly launched recently.
Amazon's choice, new arrival pickup. Very well done here, team. 11 ratings, off to a good start. So, yeah, rough liners, just to give you a second perspective here, I think parentages make sense in my opinion, like especially if you have that size comparison chart. Maybe you're driving traffic, like exactly like Brent said, to the large. And then someone gets there and they see that sizing chart and they realize, oh, wait a minute, I actually need an extra large. Well, if that's not parented, what the customer and what the user on Amazon is going to do is they're going to go back into search and maybe they don't find your listing. Maybe they find a different XL listing. So while you already have the customer here.
Why do you not get 5 stars across the board?
Looks like one review.
What is this? Easily damaged. Where is it easily damaged?
Any vulgar profanity in that review where we can get it taken down?
Yeah, site TOS.
But yeah, I think having the XL start off on its own was a good choice because we do have that new arrival pick that we probably wouldn't have gotten
Yep.
if it was still on the medium and large. So I think it was smart to launch it like this, but after it's gotten its own reviews and its own ranking, once we combine those, it'll do even better.
Are we doing Vine here, Brent?
Are those 11 ratings organic?
They were organic. We saw it.
Yeah.
So
They do get such good organic.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can at least get the 2 for your.
Should we take a look at that? I haven't
A review is
seen
a
that
review.
actually come in.
19th.
I love looking at our screen and just seeing the full house here.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead, Marissa. Take the lead here.
Thank you. So Vine is launching 2 new tiers. So there's a $75 option starting October 19th, which is going to be for 10 products for 10 reviews. And then there's a free option. So it's for 2 products and you can have, you get, I think it's 2 Vine reviews. So without paying anything.
Yes.
So I think the strategy here, rough liners, is what you could do before you parentage it is further grow that review count. And you know what?
Yeah.
You could just let that kind of happen organically because the sales are coming here. Brent, when did we launch this?
I believe it was just a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, we're
no
cruising here.
And a
And
little
then when you
Amazon
do
choice
parent them
badge.
together,
Good
all
job,
of those
Brent. That's
ratings
awesome.
together will merge.
Yeah. Yeah. So a couple, if you want those quick reviews, rough liners, I would recommend maybe using Vine just to get those remaining 19 reviews. And then you could parent it together. You're growing that parentage holistically. But overall, you're off to a great start. To finally answer the question, customer experience wise, yes, I think you should parent it.
I love giving a detailed answer.
I do though. I think they're helpful.
Yeah, if I have to give a 2-second answer, I feel like I didn't answer it correctly.
It's like a Google search.
You guys understand though that he has this boom mic and everything outside of this sounds like. I just realized that. Yeah. Like,
Thank you,
Hubert, you guys are no, Hubert, you're awesome.
You
Thank
are
you for joining
awesome.
us. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Bro. You are a true homie.
Oh, here we go. If there is a term that is trademarked by another brand, that then can I not use that term at all? The term is
Correct.
floor hammock. I missed the public appeal of this generic term. Surprised it got approved. Yeah.
The only loophole is like obviously floor hammock is going to be
Compatible
for,
with,
you
replacement
know,
for, works with. Like that's the
Exactly.
only thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
just maybe see if banana hammock is something that's also trademarked as well. I don't know if that's.
You got the synonyms. You got the synonyms, antonyms.
Rough liners, yes, that could cause your listing to get yanked, taken down due to copyright infringement. I would be proactive here and get ahead of that just so you don't have to face that takedown in the future and ideally get that removed. You may be able to get away with it for a minute, but let's be smart here. It's going to happen eventually.
Our PM&AS just got it out this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got the cease and desist letter earlier, and we got everything out today.
Okay. All right.
There you go. Updates in real time. That's the kind of customer service you get at my Amazon.
Brent is on top of it. You think he's just chilling here? No, he's taking care of you still.
Eager.
Yeah. Eager,
What a cool
eager.
shot. This is so
I
awesome.
like this.
Fun.
Here, that makes me want to just.
You should like
This should be an album
undo
cover.
the question and just have like all of us like you know what I mean, take a screenshot, screen capture.
Just
That's a lot of work right
the
now, Marissa.
mag.
Greetings.
Greetings, Kareem, and good day. I have noticed that Amazon announced to send FBA shipments before October 26th, before holiday deal events. What happens if I send shipments in November? Will there be
Absolutely,
delays?
there will
You're
be
so lucky.
delays. I cannot see into the future, but if I had to bet, Yeah, absolutely there will be.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be sending in their stuff.
And certain warehouses will be affected a little bit differently depending on like where it gets sent. Shameless plug or shameful plug, maybe.
Shameful plug. All right, Ryan, go ahead and put his LinkedIn down there.
John Aspinall's LinkedIn,
John
please.
Aspinall's LinkedIn right down there. Banner at the bottom.
Oh yeah. Follow us.
Oh, he's trying to find it. Hey, woo! Awesome. Yes, Kareem, we're already seeing for shipment statuses, checking into fulfillment centers. It's taking a while. We are gearing into Q4. We are already in Q4. You don't want to wait here. I would recommend going about 90 days stock here, as we already have 3 months. You want to be able to sell through Christmas. You don't want to have to do a last minute shipment here December 10th because you're running out of stock on your best sellers. I would heavily prioritize if you need to get product sourced or manufactured, get on top of that, and then get that shipment in.
Also, I want to go ahead and say too, just send that in like yesterday if you can,
Yeah.
because the verbiage that I actually read on that said they need to be checked in before the 26th. So if you send that on the 25th and it's not checked in, I mean, like, I'm sure it'll get checked in at some point,
But if
right?
it's sitting there for a few days and it takes them a minute.
Exactly.
If possible, ship cartons, not LTL accounts. Those will take even longer to ship. And will
Yes.
Sit on a dock
Yeah.
until January.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of delays with LTL shipments.
Yep. 100%. Karen, brand video ads that clients send always get disapproved by Amazon. It is usually not related to video specs, but rather the video content, etc. Is there a clear guidelines on content rules to adhere to?
No websites, so no links.
Yep.
They're going to direct off of Amazon. That's usually the biggest thing
No
I see.
claims, so
No time restricted language. Shop
Yep.
now, buy now. There is, I think, a video guidelines list that is somewhere.
yeah,
in
there
Amazon's
is.
house.
Yes.
But sometimes it will get confused.
Yeah.
So you will it is a bit of a guessing game sometimes, even with their guidelines. Some of the things it will pull, it'll be just tangentially related to what's in the guidelines.
Yeah. Because
Those
they're
are
very gray area about it.
Yeah, those are the most common reasons I typically see. Again, the buy now, and the one that always stumps sellers on Amazon that they're not typically aware of, like Marissa said, is the URL. You don't. Amazon doesn't like when you're trying to drive traffic outside of Amazon. So that would be some of the main things I would look at, Karen. But that's a great question.
Leave this man alone.
I am not looking for losing some units during shipment.
Who is?
No, yeah, I don't think anyone is, Kareem. You don't want to lose any units.
But if you do, my refund guy. Thank you.
Ryan, can we get a My Refund Guy link, please?
Did you
Banner?
reference how it's Friday the 13th?
No, in October.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like closer in here. Spooky.
That's too funny. Yeah, Kareem, no one really wants to lose units. We have a clawback program called My Refund Guy on our website. If Ryan can find that banner and link that here.
We put Ryan to work today. We said banner.
But again, you can try to reconcile those if you notice it. And this is why starting your shipment sooner rather than later is going to be crucial here. Sorry, John's very distracting. Thank you, Ryan.
That's how I run my podcast.
You were on Hinge today.
Oh, Allie.
It's nice to see you. Now I want to take like the selfie like John did. Steven's gonna rewatch this podcast and be like, no, he's coming over ever again. Yeah.
Nice atmosphere going on, Kareem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Vibes are good today.
They are.
Vibes are good
Vibes
today.
are immaculate.
I don't know what that emoji is.
Oh, is that dabbing?
Oh, is it?
Oh, it could be it could be the dab.
I'm surprised that emoji isn't just called dab.
Any other white hat ways to get reviews for a new product other than Vine? Are TOS compliant review websites like FBA Reviews worth it?
No.
Maybe not. I mean, Helium 10 has a review platform, as does Merchant Spring, which is what we use for our reporting software.
You can automate those emails to ask for feedback after like so many days after an order has been delivered or something like that. That's about it.
If people are going to leave reviews, they're going to leave reviews. If they're not going to leave reviews, they're not going to leave reviews. There's two types of people. There's people who leave reviews and people who don't leave reviews.
You were so right.
Yes, perfect. Thank you, team. Whoa, where are we at now?
We did get a couple of donations.
Yeah, we want to go through those.
Hit those questions.
Ada,
Thank you.
thank
$1.99.
you.
Thank you.
Again, Ada, back to back.
Yes.
Woo!
Thank you.
And we just got it. It just came in. So
right through the mail.
That's crazy, Ada.
All right, let's see where we're at here.
Just keep swimming.
Yep. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So you can use platforms that are TOS compliant. We heavily believe in having a great product, showcasing it very. Is that funny, Faith?
I don't know why.
We heavily believe, like, with a lot of weight behind it.
It's just,
You need to drive traffic to your listing. You need to have that listing fully optimized, and with a good product and a good listing, you will get organic reviews. Write that down, John. Write that down.
Also, if you check, I believe it's the Product Opportunity Explorer, you can see what other people have said in reviews. If you try to put that a lot of that in your copy.
Hey, that's good.
There's
That's a white hat
there's an
tactic.
AI.
Your own podcast.
All right, what do we got here?
Yeah.
The Black Ops. Hey, Mag, I have 2 products with both 30 Vine reviews. What happened to the reviews if I put these 2 ASINs under a variation?
You got
Go for it.
60 reviews now, buddy.
60 reviews, Black Ops. Those reviews will aggregate together. The average star rating will aggregate together. This is a great practice we like to work on with our clients when they are launching multiple products. Typically, a lot of the times we recommend launch those products as standalone, and then you build those review counts up using Vine, and then you variate them, make them a parentage, and you will have way more many reviews.
Correct.
Way more many.
You know, that
live.
actually, on that note, that is a good way to get reviews. So if you know you're going to launch a variation before you parent it up, if you also have the money for it, enroll each variant in Vine, and then
And now that it's cheaper, like it's about to be with the tiers, you can do like $10 or like $75.
Yeah.
Each instead of $200 for each product, right?
Yeah, which makes
so
things a lot easier.
Double-edged sword here, because if you have an existing parentage, it's $200 for the entire parentage, right? Which it's $200 per parent. Yeah. So if you did a standalone listing, that's still $200. So when you have a product that is already variated and you don't have those 30 reviews, that is where we sometimes will recommend, let's include the whole variation, the whole parent. And again, that's a one-time cost at $200. And the reason being there, the benefit there is that you're giving the Vine reviewers more choice, right? Maybe it's different sizes, like on a clothing product. But that way you're going to allow the Vine reviewer to get the product they want so they can likely leave a better review. That's going to be a good strategy as well.
Anyone else get stressed out when you're doing a podcast and you see the little Wi-Fi signal drop a little bit?
Yeah, I literally was
I go, oh God, they're not hearing me.
We're going back to Allie. This was the sponsored brand video not working, I believe.
Sorry.
No, this was the couldn't find. He was trying to make a sponsored brand campaign and he couldn't find his product.
Yeah, and then we were like, oh, maybe a brand issue, and now he's saying he has A+ content. So
I've had this happen though before, where I've just had to tick it from inside the actual advertising console. So it's not like a seller support ticket necessarily. It's just like an ad console ticket.
Yep.
So maybe try that and then ask if the product can be eligible for that type of ad. That's my advice. Anybody else?
Whose phone is that vibrating?
I don't have mine on me. Why are you looking
I don't
at
know.
me?
I think we're a vibrating
You're like,
phone.
Hey, we got a brand manager tuning in. Geronimo. Hey, Thomas. Hello from Argentina. Nice to see you all. Gonna miss you this afternoon. We miss you too, Geronimo. Geronimo is one of our brand managers here at My Amazon Guy.
That's my son.
It's Faith's son.
That's all I think of when I hear
Not,
Geronimo's name.
not really, but I raised him, so he feels like my son.
It's getting weird in here.
MK. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Are you uploading a new video about Amazon product
We
hunting?
could.
Got to send that to good old Stevie P and see if he's down to make a video.
Stevie
P.
What have we ever called him?
It's my own branded term for him. We'll see if Stephen Pope's working on that, MK. We'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Okay. Ada, hello, guiding lights. Someone looked at my account and said, I don't have any sponsored display ads. I have one product in 3 colors. Am I missing out on a lot? Marissa, this is up your alley.
All you, girl.
I would say yes, but I would also say that it depends on the type of product it is, right? So sponsored display ads, some people see video ads do really great for them, especially niche items where maybe they're new inventions, people don't know how to use them, they don't know what it is. Videos can do really well. You want to make sure the video is in the first, or like the product is in the first, 2 seconds of that video, no longer than 30 seconds. You really want to make sure, pretty good quality. It doesn't have to be like IMAX level, Christopher Nolan level quality, but it should look professional. But yeah, I would say definitely that's a missed opportunity for a lot of people because they're scared of having to record a video.
Correct. You can also use Amazon's little video creator as well.
Yep.
It's not.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Honestly, yeah.
If
I
you
mean,
don't have
I
the
know that we
means
like
to,
to
like,
roast Amazon for a lot of their features, but this one's pretty
It
okay.
kind of looks like it's kind of giving slideshow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it also takes up space on the page, so
And that's what
Yeah.
you're trying to
exactly.
Mhm.
So
So Ada, in my opinion, the main benefit of sponsored display is going to be the off Amazon advertising that you can be doing, right? That is only unique to sponsored display ads. And again, like the team already mentioned, you get video options, image, creative options. Additionally, with the targeting, this is where it gets a little more unique in terms of your audiences you can go after. So Amazon has a ton. Weren't we just looking at this last week, Faith? The in-market lifestyle audiences. Wasn't that like our last bit of strategy last Friday? Yes. Okay. Awesome. We're going to recircle on this. Yeah. Amazon has a ton of customer data, and they have bucketed that data into lifestyle and in-market audiences that you can directly target. Let's say your product is sports and fitness related. I'm just going to type in fitness. And what you're going to see here is through the lifestyle and in-market audiences, there's tons of different audiences you can target, right? Interested in exercise and fitness, fitness and technology. We'll say sports and fitness apps. What you're going to see here is very high reach for a lot of these audiences, 200 to 250K, 4 million to 4.5 million K, 600 to 700K. In my opinion, sponsored display is a little more top of funnel with this type of strategy. You're going off of Amazon. You're trying to reach a much, much, much larger audience. But with that, you can do some segmenting towards your product type through these audiences. And then other than that, views remarketing, purchases remarketing. So re-engaging with customers who have purchased your products before, or just maybe viewed some of your content, whether it be your brand story or listing page.
Every now and then I've gotten blind competitor data from Amazon, like when they have clients have account executives.
Oh.
One thing that's pretty consistent among top sellers is they weigh a lot of their advertising heavily towards display ads. So that is some data from internal Amazon.
I like that.
They do. Yeah, they don't give us names or any specifics like that, but they do give us a nice data breakdown sometimes. So.
Yeah, usually I think it's at least around 20% of their ads
Yeah.
will probably display.
How do you merge a listing, please?
well, that's also fun. we could do the merge a listing tool, like show what that looks like. But what's gonna happen here is Amazon's gonna say, oh, these are not the same listing, and you're gonna have to appeal them. And the listings have to be exactly like down to like the most minuscule detail, like matching. So I think if you go to a help page,
I think you have to have 2 selected at once, and then
Yeah, I always just go to the help page, honestly.
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
that's everybody does things.
Everybody has their own.
Well, because they have a tool. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Let's pull
yeah.
this up.
Yeah.
So, Jonathan, we're going to show you this tool here in the Seller Central Help page. The problem with this tool is like 90% of the time, for at least my team, it doesn't even work. Brent, does that seem accurate?
Yes. I've also had them merge the wrong items. And
Yeah.
created a month-long nightmare in FBA.
So if you just search merge ASINs here, Jonathan, you're going to be able to input ASIN 1, ASIN 2. You're going to get a lot more details on how the ASIN merge works, because you're essentially keeping one of those ASINs, and you got to make sure you input that correctly. The biggest thing that is missed with merging ASINs and what Amazon needs to see to get this through, team, is you need all of that back-end data matching. You need all of that back-end data matching. If there's one attribute that isn't matching, Amazon typically won't allow that merge to go through. So you might want to double check your listings in the back-end, maybe pull a CLR, make sure all the data is correct. You're going to want to try to use this tool. And again, a lot of the times it doesn't work, but then from there you can open a ticket with Amazon. And that's how we get a lot of our merges through here.
So would you recommend like a brand name change first then, if somebody's trying to merge like two, do a rebrand,
Yeah.
something like that? That's where I see this tool used a lot.
Because
honestly.
otherwise they'll be like, this is not the same product at all because the brand name doesn't match.
Yep.
Yep. So order of operations here, you need to get those back-end details matching for sure.
The PEMDAS for
I wonder if Prime is a waste of time. Sales go up on the day, but sales go down before and after, and it's a wash for me. What do you think?
I think that's a pessimistic view because, yes, I mean, sales will be a little down in anticipation for Prime Day, but you can't, like, we've seen clients who have had, even on this like piddly little Prime Day, clients have had the best week that they've had in months, just because this Prime Day in particular is like a little pick-me-up in preparation for the holidays. Also, you can't discount any of the traction you're getting from those sales, like increased BSR, increased indexing, might get some reviews out of that. So I don't think that Prime is a waste of time.
You got to play the game.
Yep. Pay to play.
They make some really good juice. I mean, the certain flavors they have is pretty good.
Prime Energy bottle.
Oh, we're not talking about Prime Energy drink?
No, John.
Okay. And, use this as an opportunity, right? Even if your sales aren't like dramatic, like still pull that search query performance data, like still, make sure that you're gaining something from it. Even if it's
absolutely.
not,
you can even get granular and like on those high sales days, kind of look at which times people were buying the most and then use that in a day parting strategy. So.
Have like a Prime event auto campaign set up for keyword harvesting.
And in a week or two, I'd recommend running brand tailored promotions for any brand card abandoners or people who have recently viewed.
It's going to be a good thing to screen share.
A ton of traffic has gone to your listing in the past week. Some of those people may have bought, some of them might have just added it to the cart, and then it doesn't fit with the rest of the stuff they're ordering, or they want to save it for later. You have a chance to recapture those customers after all that traffic has gone there.
Yep. So just because Prime Day is over does not mean that your sales traction has to be over.
The battle is over, but the war is just beginning.
I'm just running through the brand cart abandoners brand tailored promotion here. This is how you're going to get there. Very simple to set up, very easy to use. You need your promotion name, the discount you want to give, minimum 10%. In the budget. And again, there's no fee associated for this aside from the discount that you are giving. And that's where that budget is pulled from. So if you want them to run, I would do a higher budget. Again, assuming you're just willing to offer that 10, 15, 20% discount. And then just how long you want to run it. Team, how long do you guys typically recommend we run brand tailored promotions?
But I've seen the best results out of longer running.
Monthly ones is where I'm really liking the monthly ones.
If you just want to try it out, do a week for sure, but I would recommend longer.
And the biggest thing with brand tailored promotions is these audience data, the size, it refreshes, right? So you can run it for a month and then you can refresh it. And then ideally there's more people inside of that funnel within the audiences that you are repeatedly targeting, Okay. Perfect. We got Blaine. Please inform Steven that Joseph is doing an excellent job hosting ARL. John, does that make you proud?
Hey.
Yeah, that is your
Hey.
my son. That is your son.
What about my new podcast? Have you seen that, Blaine, or no?
Crickets.
I'm not hearing anything back. Blaine, thank you so much for that. Joseph is awesome. He's here with us at the summit somewhere.
I will walk downstairs and let him know myself.
Awesome. Your entire podcast team is fantastic. Thank you. Suggestion. Could you have a show like this monthly? The synergy is amazing and fun.
I would be down to
I'm not
meet
coming to
monthly.
Georgia every month.
Blaine,
It doesn't have to be Georgia. Frequent flyer.
the
Anyone? Feel like points? Come on.
the problem here, Blaine, is we are an entirely remote company. This is the first time we've gotten together here to meet each other in person, which has been awesome. But we're all across the U.S. We're all across the world. It's hard to do that monthly, but I don't know. Maybe we can add more people, rotate a quarterly summit.
Next summit at Comic-Con, we're all going.
I don't know how realistic. Yeah, we'll do it at my place next time.
Bi-yearly? Come on, guys.
No, thank you so much, Blaine. That's awesome to hear. Thank you.
Blaine.
Running Google Ads for Amazon. I've got a question around this. Let's stay with Freddie. Hopefully, is it?
Yeah, I talked to my Google Ads guy.
Freddie, we're trying to find your question here. I hope you submitted it. I don't see it. Freddie, well, I have some experience. I think we all have some experience here. So Google Ads to Amazon. What is the one thing we should set up to track this and measure this? Attribution. Amazon attribution. We can do a quick tour of that. Let's go ahead and I'll share my screen in a second. We're going to hop over to the ads console. So does anyone...
You want to sit here?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so Freddie, we didn't see your actual question here, but we're going to run through what... I lost my tab. We're going to run through what Amazon attribution is. You're going to want to go to your ads console. It's going to be under measurement and reporting. You're going to hop into Amazon attribution here. So a couple things with Amazon attribution. It is used to track your off Amazon marketing initiatives. Maybe you're running Google ads like you mentioned, which you are. Maybe you're doing Facebook ads. Maybe you're doing tons of social posts. Maybe you're doing email blasts to your website customer list. All of that external marketing, if you are driving traffic to Amazon, you were able to measure it through Amazon attribution. Now, the caveat here is it's still a beta program. I've been on Amazon for 4 or 5 years, and I think it's been a beta program as long as I've been on Amazon.
Yeah.
So there are some issues with this, depending on what platform you're using. I've heard from a lot of people on like TikTok or TikTok Shop that when you're driving ads from TikTok, for some reason, one way or another, Amazon attribution doesn't pick up that data like as holistically as it should for other platforms. So sometimes there can be some missed data depending on the platform, but how you set up campaigns here, and we'll again do a quick little tour and a quick little demo. Create manually. Yes, you're going to want to add your names, add your products. How you segment these out though, Freddie, is by choosing a publisher. And again, you said Google Ads. We're going to go to, I thought I was typing. There we go. We're going to go to Google. And you're going to be able to click Google AdWords and select search here, assuming there's search ads. And I believe, I thought you could do like Google Display. Maybe not. Okay, that's going to be your route to set up at Amazon attribution campaigns targeting Google Ads. Team, what benefits do we typically see from Amazon attribution when you get conversions coming through?
Well, the main one I would say would be that sweet referral bonus.
So a brand referral bonus. So you're going to get, I believe, 10% back towards your Amazon fees. So Amazon incentivizes you. They reward you for getting conversions from off Amazon traffic. Additionally, there's a lot in terms of like outside data and reports. Like I believe Jungle Scout and Helium 10 has some blogs on this. Amazon likes those conversions in terms of the algorithm and the ranking. They like those conversions from off of Amazon. And the theory behind that is you are taking someone who's not even on the platform and getting them into Amazon, which obviously Amazon likes that. And you're getting them to convert. And then ideally what they want is they stay there. They're purchasing more products. They're on Amazon. They're in the funnel now. So a lot of good benefits here. I always recommend Amazon attribution, assuming you are doing something like Google Ads or you have a lot of social followers. So many ways to utilize this program, and sellers are rewarded for utilizing this program with the brand referral bonus.
Even like websites, if you have like a buy on Amazon link like in your website, your Shopify.
We got John staring at us behind the camera right now, just being weird.
Just being a goofball.
I think he's just jealous he's not on ARL anymore.
Goofy mood today. He's got his beauty
Vine is live. Thank you, Roughliners.
Awesome.
I've been thinking from the customer perspective, and I think you have some good points for why I should parent. That's what we're here for, Roughliners. I'm glad we could help. Ada coming back. Man, a lot of questions today, Ada. I'm glad we can help you with the donations. We're happy to get your questions answered. Yeah. Ada says, I have my product coming soon. It's a big improvement on my current product. Current product had 2,000 reviews at 4.1. Should I start the new product separately or join with the old product? This is a great question. What do we think here, team?
I actually had Roughliners just recently did this. So their original product was kind of a version 2.0, and then they went from version 2.0, 2.3, 3.0. So what they did was Brandon kept basically the same ASIN, and then when the new version was ready to come out, he would create a new SKU on that same ASIN for version 3, for example. And then when version 2.3 sold out, we would just start selling version 3. And basically, if they were at FBA at the same time, we set the launch date for V3 in the future so that we could just launch it whenever we were ready to go.
So let me make sure I can get picked up. Brent, is this using the same UPC?
Yes, Brandon. I think he's in the chat if you can remind me. But yes, I believe we are using the same UPC on those.
Yeah.
Recall. That's the one thing you got to do there. But you could also just create a new ASIN and then parent those together, and those will still combine the views. When the old one sells out, those reviews will still remain on that parent as long as the ASIN still exists.
Perfect. I couldn't have said it better myself, Ada. Thank you, Brent. Okay, let's get this back to normal levels. Make sure Marissa can be seen. Okay, we're ready to go. Awesome, Roughliners. Thanks, Mag. Brent is on top of it. That's what we like to hear.
Brent.
Yeah, Ada still applies with what we were,
Yeah.
what Brent was addressing. Perfect. Do those delays apply if you have your own warehouse stateside CA and ship from there? I would still say yes.
SBA check-ins. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
When you're an established seller, what you're going to see is Amazon likes to ship your products into sometimes 3 different fulfillment centers. So you would think that Amazon's just going to use the warehouses that are in California, and there's quite a few in California. They're going to use those fulfillment centers, and it's going to be easy shipping. It's going to be quick. Well, sometimes they'll bypass their FC transfers and just ship to multiple fulfillment centers across the United States. So it kind of depends on where those shipments are being designated when you are creating your shipments, if they're even being split. But from there, yes, you still need to be heavily aware that there are still very long check-in times right now. Awesome. Okay. Back to Gregor. Thank you guys for your feedback. I do have my brand name showing on the listing. However, I am not able to select it when creating an SB campaign. I don't remember where we left off on this one. So this was the SB campaign where you couldn't add your product. So this is where you got a ticket, Gregor. Hi, just joined in. Almost missed this awesome podcast. So again, we're at the hour here, just to give everyone an update. If you joined a little late. Oh, we got Loki. Oh, come on, we got to get him in here. We got our mascot here. Everyone who has maybe joined a little late today, we are at Stephen Pope's castle. We are at Stephen Pope's place for our first ever MAG Summit. We have over 25 team members here, brand managers, account directors, Stephen Pope himself, his kids running around. It's been a great time. His dog, Loki right here.
You have everything that makes a good podcast. You know, you've got several different personalities. We have a dog.
Yes.
So.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining today.
Yes,
knowledge
thank you.
too.
Is there a way to get Amazon to link influencer pics on desktop, or is it just a mobile feature?
Good question. I don't know that one.
Your connection.
I think this sounds like a little. So what I'm thinking here is if you're on mobile, isn't there that influencer pics? Yeah.
Star, I think, or something.
I want to make sure we're just not like missing something on Amazon homepage. Yeah. So Ashley, we're hard to tell exactly what you're talking about here, but what this is going to bring us to is Amazon's newer program. Does Stephen Pope have it enabled? I don't think so. We're going to have to go to Campaign Manager. It's called Creator Connections. What that's going to allow you to do is find and partner with influencers on Amazon. You are going to be able to make what's called like a campaign brief. What products do you want the influencer to showcase? What benefits do you want them to hit on? What is the unique features that lets your product stand out in the market where they should really focus on their post? And then there's also an area where you can, if maybe there's a lot of product learning with your product, you can say, hey, don't say these things. So what you can do with this platform is create a brief and you can blast it out to influencers within certain category types. What those influencers get for posting is a small commission rate, which you set up through your campaign. I think the minimum is 10% team, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so a minimum of 10% commission rates. And what we can do, I don't think we actually have it enabled on Age of Sage here.
And they don't get the commission unless a purchase.
Correct. Yeah, you only get charged. They only make that commission if an order comes through from their link. Is it? I thought 10 was the minimum. 10 or 15% commission rate. I really think it's 10. I think we recommend 15 because what we're seeing is like the higher the commission rate, you might be able to get some better quality influencers who maybe have higher reach. And I have Amazon's page up for this, not the actual program page, but we're going to be able to see kind of how this shows up. So again, you're partnering with creators, with influencers on Amazon. They're going to utilize their channels. It's not going to be like UGC creation. It's going to be maybe Twitter posts, X posts, I guess is what they're calling it now. Blog posts. Maybe they're partnered on other websites or blogs. So most of it from what we've seen is just like copy based on whatever channels those influencers are a part of. Again, social or maybe other websites. And again, the only other cool thing that we didn't mention is like you can highlight in that creative brief a promotion that you're running. So that can help incentivize what we see here, like flash sale, get 50% off when you buy 2 of these products, something like that. Are you about to add something, Marissa? Okay.
Looks like we've only got a few left.
Wanted to ask how to handle fear of legal litigation if a user of my supplement product is in a bad mood and files a case against the product, making a health-related claim. Any ways to protect the brand?
I would consult your lawyer.
Yes. Yeah. First,
Yeah.
We are not lawyers. However, I think best practice here would probably just be to not skirt the line and to be,
Honestly, stuff like this is why Amazon gets so weird when you're like, oh, this helps with sleep and this is going to help you live longer and stuff like that because of this very situation.
You can say like may help or may.
Yeah,
there's certain verbiage.
It can assist in the healing of this.
Yeah. Thank you. Off screen, John. Yeah.
Moral of the story is hire a lawyer.
Better call Saul.
Yeah. Karen, thank you for your reply regarding Amazon Vine program. If I am a private label seller, not brand registered, then I will not be able to access Vine program for free. Yeah, using those 2 units. Yeah, not at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
Gotta be. Need to be an FBA.
Yep.
Because that's where they pull the units from,
Correct.
The warehouse, and then they disperse them to whoever claims the offers.
Forge from Freedom at My Amazon Guy. Do you does a product insert with some kind of product guarantee via QR code on it to a landing page where you can collect emails and Amazon order numbers? Later send them a coupon code or review request. What do we think, your team?
Don't do it. No, Amazon's like really weird about what data they give you for an order.
Yeah.
Like they'll give you their first name and that's about it.
So with product inserts, I always say that, you can include them in FBM orders and have them, redirect to like a how-to video or something like informative, even like, like a chat bot or something like that, where they can ask questions about the product. That tends to be great. For FBA, there's no guarantee, right, that like Kyle, the Amazon guy, you know what I mean? Like the warehouse worker is going to include your insert, and then you know what I mean, unless it's like a fixed.
Well, so
product.
yeah, it again when you ship in
Yeah.
like a product, you have your product packaging, so
Yeah.
it's like submitting that inside of there. But this is something that is heavily frowned upon against
You
TOS.
gotta be careful.
You're teetering the black hat side there.
You can include like your website, link. I think you can.
You can say thank you for your purchase.
and you can have social media.
Brent,
Yeah,
am
you
I
can
wrong here? I don't.
I think you can have your social media, like little bubbles.
I would
Instagram,
recommend
website, like.
Err on the side of being careful, particularly if you are in cosmetics or supplements. Your competitors are very cutthroat. I guarantee they have probably ordered your product.
Yep.
They're opening the package. They're looking for things to report you to Amazon for.
Absolutely.
How often should you update your sponsored display creative? Ooh, that's
a good
I would say seasonally. I would say, with certain holidays and that kind of thing, you have different, like a Christmas creative, Halloween creative. You can definitely have some standardized ones. I think that's, a good best practice so that you're not creating new campaigns all the time. But you definitely want to experiment and see how like seasonality does for you and your videos.
Yeah, and I think aside from that, Ashley, like using your creative to sort of A/B test what's performing better on sponsored display. Sorry, we got Loki jumping in here. Hi, Loki. Come on, 1 second. Doggy swap. Ashley, what I was trying to say here is, again, you can, like, I would almost run multiple creatives at one time in terms of like numerous sponsored display campaigns. And from there, you're going to see like what kind of content is performing better, maybe testing a couple different videos you have, testing a couple different like images and creative. And you can use that to almost reinforce what new type of creative you should launch like seasonally, like Marissa was saying. So you can almost like during that time, do an A/B test and kind of see what's performing better, and then use that to reinforce your next strategy for the next season. Okay, we got Forged answering Rosina's question. You solve that with product insurance. This is very common for supplements, but it's usually not cheap.
I love when the chat tries to help other chat members. I love seeing that.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
It's our community.
Me too.
Oh, John. Kareem, from your experience, is it better to send shipments on December for first product or on January 2024, which month is safer? Yeah, what do you got, Marissa?
The best time to launch a product is
yesterday.
Yeah.
In terms of like which month is going to be like easiest in terms of check-ins, that's hard to say. It completely depends on the selling season. I would say if I had to take an educated guess, I would say you would have better luck sending it in January. However, with that being said, I would send it in as soon as possible.
Oh, no.
Regardless of if there's a delay or not. Like
Use
how
the
there's a
webcam.
delay in our video feed, but hopefully you can still hear me answering.
Apologies, everyone. Our camera shut out. I gotta look at our settings here and
Yeah,
see.
you look at the settings and I'll start computer hardware stuff. Maybe if I plug it in and I'll plug it
I like that. Let's give that a test.
Okay. You're going crazy. You're going crazy. A second. Let's plug it back in. Frito, guys. Frito.
Hold on, team. We're gonna try to fix our camera here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Let's see. What about the?
Yeah,
Is that the other one? The
Yeah, there
Logitech?
was the Sony, and then there's like a Logi.
Okay, that works. Awesome.
Yeah, backup. I mean,
Whew.
we're not as beautiful as we were on the other camera, but
Okay, just making sure we have no other technical difficulties. Test 1, 2. Our mic's going, camera's going. All right, we're back. So I would say, Kareem, here again, like if you want product to be ready to ship, sell by January 2024, it's like safe enough. There's no reason you shouldn't ship that in
Right.
December, in my opinion. Honestly, if it's like ready to go, you should just ship it in now.
yeah,
See if you can.
Don't let the fear of failure keep you.
I hope that's not what it is, Faith. But what's going to happen here, Kareem? You make a shipment here in December. most cases Amazon's like not going to get to. It's really hard to tell, but like erring on the side of caution here, it's not going to get checked in until like after that Q4 rush and the gift giving season, maybe the end of December. The sooner the better, Kareem. I think that's what the answer here is.
Sooner after Christmas, the better chance your competitors are out of stock.
Yeah, that's
That too.
ooh,
That's
Brent. I like that. I like that,
Big
Brent.
brain Brent.
Big brain Brent. Look at the big brains on Brent. Awesome. Jonathan, if you have a couple of warehouses, can you assign some SKUs to a warehouse and others to another warehouse on Seller Central? SKU wise, I don't think so.
No.
Well, no.
You don't
Well, wait
get
a
to
minute.
choose where. I
No,
mean,
if you're talking about like I know what he's talking about on Vendor Central, and no, you cannot do that on Seller Central. What you can do is maybe make a separate SKU, and like internally that like SKU 1 is coming from this warehouse, SKU 2 is coming from this warehouse. We have that much inventory in those warehouses, whatever. But it's not going to be set up exactly the same as Vendor Central.
be careful trying to manipulate anything in Seller Central when you're doing your shipments. I know some sellers will say, oh, I'm only going to ship out this one, shipment with this label and only send things to this warehouse. And I've seen people get in trouble for trying to do that or saying they don't want to ship to California or wherever. That Amazon decides where your products are going.
Team, what about the inventory placement option?
Is that not for FBA though? I was reading the question kind of like the seller has their like two separate warehouses.
Oh, no. So I think you're right. Yep. You're right then. I was thinking, I know I can in Vendor Central. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Placement gets very, very expensive.
Yeah.
If you want to choose your products to go to a very specific warehouse, you can do that, but it will get very expensive. And it may not be worth it in the end.
Perfect. So we got you covered on the FBM and the FBA side. Awesome. Sorry, Loki. Hi, buddy. Oh, he's trying to talk.
He wants to answer the question.
Okay. What do we got here? We're at 1:16, 14 minutes left. Oh, we got another brand manager joining in. Bernardo, hope you all are having a great time, team. We are, Bernardo, and thank you. Yes, thank you for tuning in.
Brand manager.
I agree. Evened out. Sales are okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Thanks for the prime question.
Yep. Okay.
Prime
Awesome.
times.
Awesome. I have a confusing variations listing, even though I've made many changes to try to make the size and color section process easy and clear. Can I ask for you to take a look and see what you think? Yeah, if you give us the ASIN, let's see if we can scroll down and find you. Couple donations real quick. Ada again? Was this the third one?
Ada, you were amazing.
Ada.
Thank you. And then Jeffrey Valen here with a big $10 donation.
I have no questions. Can you believe it? Just wanted Jeffrey is a reoccurring guest here. We see Jeffrey like every week lately, huh?
Yeah, he's a regular.
Just wanted to say you guys are awesome together. Steven should pay to send you guys to exotic locations to do this summit monthly.
Exotic and tropical.
Yeah. Maybe on a beach, beachside podcast. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Jeff, for the awesome donation and for always joining us. You always ask great questions.
Really appreciate you.
Who are we looking for? Here we go. Is there any way to copy this, Faith?
No, you're just going to have to
Type it in. Okay, well, remind people what the question was. We're going to be looking at.
He said it was kind of a
variation.
Yeah,
problem.
He said it's not clean.
So my thought here is probably it's probably like a sub variation where you have one and then it breaks out into like another variation. So if there's
2C.
Every category will have very specific variation themes that you can use. And if you're using
MJL?
ones, sometimes Amazon will just break them.
A0C, what you got?
2C, 4CMJL. 4CMJL. Okay, sorry. We got you. No.
That's
I missed the DP. We're good.
I just
bad news. Your product's yanked.
Brent, easy there, Brent. All right, we got you pulled up here. Let's take a look. Okay. Tatago hot yoga towels.
So I almost wish it was like the opposite, and like color and size, or like
Yeah, I would do color, size, and then instead of like standard face towel stuff like that, keep the sizes out there: 72 by 27.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like
Or can you? Does it make more sense to do like small, like alpha sizing, like small, medium, large, or is it like do people know?
so. First thing, what? Okay, the 27 by 16. It's a 2-pack. 72 by 72. So this does look pretty confusing here. I just feel like these sizes aren't standardized to begin with. We got an XL, we got a standard, and then we got a 2-pack. That's a completely different size here.
Yeah.
What about, yeah, let's check out your size comparison chart. So XL mat, standard mat, sweat towel. So that sweat towel is what that almost small one is here, 27 by 16, 27 by 16, and you make that a 2-pack. So a lot of different things going on here. And then with the colors. Okay. So, I mean, standalone. Go ahead, Marissa.
I was just going to say, do we think that different, like the difference, it should almost be like its own, like broken from the parentage? Like, do we think that the
Standard be its own?
I would
You
do
know?
that, and then that would allow you to take up more space and real estate on Amazon.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
well.
So yeah, let's think about this here, team. If we were to search, going just back to Amazon search here. Hot yoga towels. Let's see. Okay, we got your listing up right here. Great sponsored product placement here. So I'm sorry, I don't remember if that was Marissa or Faith, but splitting that parentage up. Again, you have it currently parented by size and color. So what if you did these different sizes here as a standalone listing? Well, it would still be a parentage, but you're including all the colors within that. So you're breaking the dual variation essentially, right? And what again, was that Marissa or Faith? Tag team, you're going to be able to take up more real estate here. So maybe, and think about this from like an advertising perspective. Maybe someone's looking for a large or an extra large hot yoga towel. Maybe they're searching direct dimensions for the size that they want.
And
Well, yeah.
Your advertising might be better that way too. It might like actually improve your ACOS, and you know, because you're more, it allows you to be even more relevant or specific for exactly what people are looking for, right?
Perfect.
So you're narrowing down some search volume, right? And you're actually
got to get that organic placement up a little.
Yeah.
You know, I was a little confused when I saw, we're going to do a little mini ASIN review here, because when I saw your main image for some of these.
That looks nice.
So this looks like a mat. Yeah, this looks like a whole yoga mat to me. And this is where it gets a little confusing for me here is I clicked this and I thought you almost were doing like towels and yoga mats within the same listing. And you have that as your color swatch here.
And we're reusing a bunch of keywords. So I'm not seeing, especially in the title,
Yeah,
right? Like hot yoga, multiple.
Oh, man.
And I think he's trying to do a lot of keywords here. But what I would do instead,
Ranking.
so here's another little piece of strategy for you. Keep with one thing, like for example, this is just a yoga towel, but if you're really set on marketing this as a yoga mat as well, get a new UPC. It can still be the same product. Get a new UPC, and then kind of treat it like it's a different product, and then that'll help you expand your catalog. But yeah, I'm almost inclined to have you book a coaching call because there are a few things here.
Ryan, give us the banner for coaching calls.
Coaching call banner.
Can share our screen real quick. Where are we at here? Yep. Awesome. You have all of our Seller Central experts here. And guys, we all have expertise in different areas, right?
Yes. And even beyond what our little thing says. So we're like, oh yeah, we're good at PPC, SEO. But if you have a specific question, like, oh hey, do you know the law?
Is this no?
Yeah.
Not lawyers. But yeah, any kind of question, PPC, if it's, you just wanting to share your ad console and kind of go through it and do an audit or anything like that. Coaching calls can be a great way just to kind of set you straight without necessarily doing the whole contract kind of deal if that's not something you want to do long term and it's kind of like a quick strategy readjustment.
Perfect. Awesome. Let's see. We got through donations. See if we can crank out a couple more. When you open my ASIN, it's a UK market ASIN. You open it, the USA market.
Show you. I'm brand trademark registered. Please again. I think this might be another NARF situation. Like if it's showing in one marketplace and it's not. Oh, maybe not.
Not NARF because it's UK. So
is it uploaded in both? Then?
Team, don't you need another brand register?
You do. I think you do. For UK, they have a different. They don't use obviously USPTO. I don't know what UK.
Yeah, you would need to be like trademarked in the UK, whatever they use, and then go from there.
What was that noise?
Yeah, what was that noise? It was interesting.
All right, let me stop sharing my screen. We're gonna blast through a couple of these questions. So if I go with you on my upcoming Amazon product, what's the chances of all 5 of you working on my account? I can ask. Yes, you can.
Well, we're all 3 different directors.
So Ada, our role, Brent's here is a senior brand manager here. He would be your day-to-day contact, your main POC, and where brand directors like myself, Faith, and Marissa, and many more who we have downstairs here in the house. They help oversee and provide additional strategy to your brand manager. They would help join with them and join with you, obviously, on the onboarding call. And we'd run through, set that strategy up for you. But our brand managers here, like Brent, are extremely qualified and experts in all the areas of Seller Central.
And honestly, we're all so supportive of one another that if your brand manager had a question, there is a chance that one of us would go in there and
we all share knowledge.
So I'd say not impossible, but not
Ada, yes, you would be supported by one of us as your brand director, a different brand director who possibly isn't on this call.
But take requests. No.
But Ada, I would heavily recommend you reach out on our website and you get started with one of our sales executives. Where's John Aspinall at? We lost him.
Yeah, I guess he was too bored. So
we'd love to meet you in person, Ada, and help out on your account, provide additional strategy.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. 4 minutes. Who? Didn't we? Okay.
Keep going. How can you get Amazon to remeasure product dimensions and ensure they use the laser? You ask nicely.
Yeah. Cubiscan.
Yeah, Cubiscan cases.
You put Cubis sign, so I just wanted to say if you do reach out to Amazon, just say I'd like a Cubiscan of this.
Yep, and that's gonna help you remeasure, get lower fees, ideally.
Yeah. So if they do find that your product is smaller than what they have listed, they will give you retroactive feedback.
What can they do? What can happen?
They can also
raise the fee.
Yeah.
So make sure that this is a fight you're ready to go.
Yeah, Graham, you want to make sure you actually should be getting a lower FBA if you don't just use that on all your products and say, give me a Cubiscan on every single ASIN here, because they're going to find ones probably where fees should be higher, and you don't want that.
Successful for like variations in FBA.
Yep.
So if you have one of multiple products where like there's a standardized kind of FBA fee and you're having some variations that all be the same, that's when I would file this, especially so they can all be uniform.
Oh, Ada, we love that. All 5 of us against AI. We could take them.
We could. You could beat up a robot.
Watch Terminator.
My account deactivated due to Section 3. Do you have any reinstatement services? My sales 0. Please help. Yes. Ryan, can you go to our trouble or drop our banner for reinstatements? Let me see if I can find the page, and I will. Listing optimization. Thank you. Sorry, our hamburger menu is so large now. Yes, Arfin, we have tons of services here. Ryan, if you can find that banner, maybe we don't have it, but go to myamazonguide.com and you can go to Amazon-listing-reinstatement. You can also just look at our services here and you'll be able to find it right under account suspensions right here. Because, your whole account was deactivated. Not ideal. That is not something we want to hear, but you would be able to get with one of our troubleshooting experts and we'd be able to help you out here and get your account reactivated. Whew.
Can we get whoop whoop for Virgil?
Yeah. Varel.
Yeah. All right.
First remeasure request.
They were wrong. Keep asking.
Yep.
They might not have even done it, honestly.
Yeah, you know how seller support is. Easiest job in the world. You just sit there and send whatever
They just
template
say
you feel
no.
like sending, even if it's not even remotely.
It's like the
close
magic
to
conch
one.
that shell. Like,
Magic
You're
conch.
like, no.
Brent, we got to get you on the coaching calls, I guess.
Yeah, Brent's not on the coaching
Brent's not on the coaching calls?
Brent's a very busy. He's too busy doing high level things for your accounts.
We'll look into it.
Look at Brent said, I want to.
Marissa, how would you answer this question in 30 seconds?
How to rank new account listing with lower PPC budget. You use more long tail keywords is what I would do. So those keywords are going to be a little bit cheaper. And that doesn't always necessarily mean that the search volume has to be substantially lower. It's just not going to be as broad.
Correct.
I'll take that. Optimize your listing fully first and then run PPC.
Yeah.
Get
Awesome.
that retail ready. Well, I got to agree with Hamza here, closing it out with great podcast, guys, because this one was one to remember.
It was. It was. Awesome. Well, everyone, that I think brings us to our close here. It is
1:30 on the dot.
Yep, 1:30 Eastern time. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And again, a very special podcast today with everyone at Stephen Pope's Place for the summit. Okay, we can shamelessly plug ourselves here for a minute. If you guys need anything and everything on Amazon, go to myamazonguide.com. You're going to see all of our services here. Maybe you just need ads management. Maybe you need a full listing optimization. Maybe you want to partner and work with us from a full contract standpoint where you have a brand director, you have a brand manager, they're meeting with you every other week, and they are fully managing your account. We can do that for you as well.
We have the SOP library as well. So that's all here.
Don't skip a step. Now we can talk about the courses.
Yeah, maybe you want to do some learning on your own, right? Maybe you want to go through our Amazon seller courses and see how you can improve on your own seller account, learning Amazon SEO. Facebook ads. That's a newer one, I think. International launching, premium A+ content. So many courses here. And you can take a look here and do some of that learning for yourself.
Yeah.
Anything else, team? What else should we say? Shamelessly plug.
Coaching.
We already shamelessly plugged
contacts,
ourselves.
Yes, we did.
And
We are hiring nonstop.
We are hiring.
Ryan's on it with the banners.
We all have to start somewhere. Start with us. End with us. Work here forever.
I have been here 3 years.
Yeah.
Brent, how long have you been here?
3 years.
3 years. I've been here for close to 2. Marissa,
Year and a half.
Year and a half. Faith,
2.5.
2.5. And then we have some people who have been here since the beginning, 4 or 5 years, since Stephen Pope was working out of his basement. Okay, everyone, thank you for joining. This was the weekly Friday Q&A. Once in a lifetime opportunity here at the MAG Summit. You'll see Faith and I here next week. Maybe we'll bring on someone. Maybe.
We'll
But thank you all and have a great weekend. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys. Bye.